It was towards the end of 1884 when the local cricket club, Featherstone and Preston United, decided to play rugby, recruiting young players from local collieries. On September the 1st, 1898, Featherstone played their first game under Northern Union rules. This was against local rivals Wakefield on a field near the railway station in Featherstone, the site of the present ground, and these are some of the players of that period. The man who is credited as being the real father of the Featherstone club is George Johnson. He founded the club in 1902 and was involved in many capacities throughout his life. The club had mixed fortunes, folding and reforming on a number of occasions, eventually becoming Featherstone Rovers. This rare picture shows the team that won the Yorkshire Junior Cup in the 1909-1910 season. A successful season in 1919-20 saw the Rovers team winning all junior trophies on offer, and this led to Rovers' promotion to full members of the Northern League. The 30s were the worst period in Rovers' history, with little to show for their efforts apart from local hospital cups, though it was a credit to all concerned that the club carried on at all as it struggled through the Depression. Their critical financial position, coupled with the retirement of George Johnson, added to their problems. Fortunes turned, though, in 1939-40 when Rovers won their first ever Yorkshire Cup final, beating local rivals Wakefield Trinity at Odsal 12 points to 9. A crowd of over 7,000 turned up. The players were to receive canteens of cutlery for their efforts instead of medals from the Cup Committee. It's now 1952 and Featherstone stunned the world of rugby league by qualifying for the final of the Challenge Cup. They'd beaten Rochdale and Batley in round 1 and 2, and then in the third round their famous giant killing act against mighty Wigan, which you can see now. A capacity crowd of over 15,000 at Post Office Road saw tries by Mitchell and Batten and 4 goals from Miller. The final score 14-11. This, followed by a win over Lee in the semi-final by 6 points to 2, saw Rovers safely through to Wembley. The Featherstone heroes were carried from the field on the shoulders of their ecstatic fans. Rovers were on their way to Wembley. But Gus Risman's Workington Town proved too strong for them on the big day, winning 18-10. But the fans still turned out in numbers to welcome home the team. The trip to Wembley had given everyone in the town something to smile about. It's 59-60 now, and Rovers won the Yorkshire Cup, beating Hull at Headingley 15-14. This is hooker Willis Fawley, proudly showing off the trophy. The highlight of the 60s, though, came in 1967, when Featherstone won the Challenge Cup, beating Barrow at Wembley. The team introduced to the Duke of Edinburgh that day was Wrigglesworth, Thomas, Cotton, Jordan, Greatrix, Smith, Dooler, Tonks, Harris, Dixon, Morgan, Thompson and Smales. The captain of the day was giant prop forward Mal Dixon, and he was introduced to the Barrow captain Jim Challoner, who went on to make his name as centre to the great Brian Bevan at Warrington. The referee that day, by the way, the famous Sergeant Major Eric Clay. Featherstone took an early lead with a goal from Tommy Smales, but Barrow levelled the scores with a goal from Deleuze. And the shipbuilders went further ahead with a try from Tom Brophy, again converted by Deleuze. The Rovers again fought back, and an Arnie Morgan try converted by Smales, together with a neat drop goal by Carl Dooler, saw Rovers with a half-time lead of 9 points to 7. Into the second half now with the game in the balance, but Rovers increased the pressure, and a mistake by Barrow allowed winger Vaughan Thomas to score under the posts and provide an easy conversion attempt for Tommy Smales. "15 minutes later, Smales scored a try himself, just to the left of the posts, but surprisingly, he missed the conversion. The score now 17 points to 7 in Rovers' favour. A late Watson try for Barrow, converted by Tees, brought the score to 17-12, but it came too late to affect the final result. The cup was to go to the Rovers, and captain Mal Dixon receives the coveted trophy. He shows it to the Featherstone Rovers supporters and then leads his team down the famous steps for the customary lap of honour. And this is proud coach Laurie Gant, held high on the shoulders of his players. 2 Yorkshire Cup final appearances in 1969 and 70 were the next highlights until 1973, and after finishing second in the league, they again reached Wembley with Bradford as the opponents. Now, Bradford couldn't be described as high-level opposition. Their league form had been disastrous, finishing 23rd in the league. They had, however, pulled their form together to get to the final of the Challenge Cup. Veteran Kellett tormented Bradford and started their agony with a third-minute penalty, then added conversions to 2 tries from John Newlove and 1 from Vince Farrer. Kellett started the second half in the same fashion with a penalty. A try for Featherstone centre Mick Smith in the 62nd minute so impressed the TV people that it was used as part of the introduction montage for Grandstand on BBC for a number of years. Rovers eased off the pressure and allowed Bradford to get some respectability, but a try from substitute David Hartley 5 minutes from time and Kellett's goal in the dying minutes put him in the Wembley record books by kicking 8 goals from 8 attempts. He broke the record set by the great Neil Fox in 1960. The final score was 33 points to 14 and was the highest aggregate number of points in Challenge Cup final history. A great day for Rovers as their skipper John Newlove, followed by scrum half Steve Nash, leads the team up the steps to receive the trophy once again. And it seems that everybody wants to get at least one hand on that cup. For the record, the team that day was Cyril Kellett, Coventry, Smith, Newlove, Ken Kellett, Mason, Nash, Tonks, Bridges, Farrer, Rhodes, Thompson and Stone. The substitutes were Hartley and Hollis. Great joy on the terraces, great joy on the field too. And it wasn't long before coach Peter Fox got in on the celebrations. 12 months on and Rovers again made it to the Challenge Cup final at Wembley. But despite a John Newlove try, they went down this time to an in-form Warrington side by 24 points to 9. The 1976-77 season saw Rovers lose only 7 league games, and they finished well clear of second-placed St Helens. This is the team that won the championship for the first and only time in the club's history. The 1978-79 season saw Rovers in Division 2 for the first time, but they bounced straight back to the top flight, losing just 3 matches all season. Apart from a Yorkshire Cup final appearance and that Division 2 Championship win, Rovers' honours were scarce until 1982-83, when, led by coach Alan Agar, Rovers beat Batley, Salford, St Helens and Bradford in the semi-final. So their 10-year sequence was complete again. Wembley, this time against Hull.
He's going for the line. And he's over. Well, what a surprise. The first time that Featherstone have gone into that 25, and that man David Hobbs has put them in the lead. Well, we know his reputation as a try scorer. He scored 21 last season, and here he is already. He's a very prolific goal scorer for Featherstone. Holds the record with 163. Oh, and it's a beauty. Well, Steve Quinn certainly showed how to put that ball between the posts. And that takes Featherstone further out in the lead by 5 points to 0 for the season. And he'll be hoping this 96th for Rover. Oh, it's a nice one, yes. And it's 2 points. So that's fresh life to those Featherstone players and fans. And a sensible decision. Well, a minute ago they were booing, now they're cheering. Featherstone piling the pressure on now. Steve Hankin. Gary Siddall, Hankin again. Oh, and a good ball to Hobbs. Oh, he's going for the line, and he's over. Well, just when we thought Featherstone were down, there's that man Hobbs again. He strolled through that whole defence, 12 points to 10. His second try, and they're back in the game. Alan Agar looks a little happier. I wonder what he's drinking there. And what pressure on this lad. How right he was to take that penalty early on now. If he kicks this. And he's got it. Oh, yes. He's kicked it. What a goal. 6 minutes to go. 12 points on, and just look at those Featherstone fans. Taking away. The challenge cup to be settled here. It is, and that man Steve Quinn, look at those fans leap into the air, the underdogs. Oh, credit to that coach Alan Agar. He knows that Hull have got to do something miraculous to pull the game out of the fire.
Steve Quinn's goals were vital. David Hobbs took the Lance Todd Trophy, and Rovers had recorded a famous victory by 14 points to 12. Just 2 seasons after these great scenes, Rovers were relegated but bounced straight back to Division 1. And again in 92-93, Rovers repeated this but came back up, winning both the Division 2 title and the Premiership at Old Trafford. This short history has shown that Rovers have been and can be a remarkable club and can look forward to the challenge for a place in the Super League.
That's it all, Hankin again. Oh, and a good ball to Hobbs. Oh, he's going with the line, and he's over. Well, just when we thought Featherstone were down. And it's there. And oh, Featherstone leap in the air. They've done it again. The might of Humberside goes under to Featherstone.
17 years since, but for the people of Featherstone, it seems like only yesterday. This is today.
All right then, Mr. Wild, where have you been?
Oh God, get your rolling pin out, love.
Well, it's just been waiting for you to show me the delights of Featherstone.
Oh, come on then, let's get off.
Right, Carl, this is the best you can do then, is it, for the centre of Featherstone, a pedestrian crossing?
Watch what you're saying. I'm from just out road from here in Castleford. Come on, I'll take you in the shop. It's up of all local gossip. And you never know, we might even get a cup of tea.
Trust you to know where the gossip is.
Oh, come on.
Featherstone, of course, is a real rugby town, so I imagine it's at the heart of the town.
Everybody is very excited about rugby league, particularly in '83 when they came back with the cup. It was really an enjoyable time.
What was that day like?
Oh, it was marvellous. You know, the coach came up Station Lane. There were hundreds of people cheering the team on with the cup, and everybody waving. It was a really great day.
Fantastic.
Station Lane has seen a few changes down the years. Buildings have been demolished in Featherstone, others have been built, but the heart of the place remains. Some things and some people have hardly changed at all.
Can you tell me what moisturiser you're using, Pat? Because you still look as young now as you did on that photo there. I can't believe it. It's amazing. How long have you lived in Featherstone?
50 years.
Really?
And I've lived away from Featherstone.
Where have you been?
Germany, Dorset, Pontefract.
You've been all over then, haven't you? Why did you come back to Featherstone?
It's where my roots are, where I know everybody.
72 months. I told you that'd be fab, didn't I?
See, right.
I'm off that way. See you.
The minds have long gone, but the memories linger on, with rugby league the link between the past, the present and the future. This is a town with a strong sense of identity.
You'd call it Featherstone Rover, this. Is that in support of the local rugby team?
Yes.
Okay. And do you take them to many places?
Yeah, I take them everywhere, all the venues.
Do you get loads of hooliganism and loutish behaviour because they're like big butch rugby players?
No, we don't have any trouble at all.
Do you sort of feel like you're really providing a service for the community doing
yes.
this?
I mean, I know a lot of people say, yeah, but you're going all round houses, but we're doing that for the old people.
Well, I've been advised to pop into the local butchers, not just to pick up some of the sausages, which come highly recommended, but also to get some of the meat on Rovers from their #1 fan.
Yeah, I've supported them for near on 50 years.
I bet you've seen some great sights and some brilliant experiences over the years with
Marvellous, absolutely marvellous. For a small town team, I don't think there's anybody done any better than what Featherstone Rovers have.
What are the high points for you over the years?
Well, I can go back as far as 1952 when we beat Wigan down in the third round when Wigan had 8 internationals. Small town team, all the lads were local what played in that match, and we beat Wigan down here and went on to Wembley. Unfortunately, we lost to Workington, but the atmosphere in the ground and in the town was absolutely fantastic. And then there again, I can go to 1967, the first time we did win the cup. Just imagine that when Featherstone go to Wembley, everybody goes, all the town, grandparents, fathers, sons, daughters, everybody goes to watch Rovers play.
Do you think if they want Featherstone Rovers, the rugby team, rather than the buses, that a lot more people would sort of move away and there wouldn't be that community like there is?
In season when games are on, I mean, you can go to any shop and all it is talking about game, you know.
Substitute for Rovers at 14, Jamie Thompson, sponsored by Mansfield News Agents.
And some at women, I mean, You just, well, it's unbelievable sat listening to them.
Wow, what do they say?
You know, when they're talking as though they are men, as though they go to, they know every mortal thing about, you know, about the rugby. It's, you know, did you see him and did you see son? Oh, he didn't play well, did he?
And then we won the cup again in '73. For my money, that's the best team that Featherstone Rovers ever had was '73. Then we went again in '74, and then we went again in 1983. I'm not so sure, but I think it was the last time that all the players came from one small town.
Featherstone piling the pressure on now. Steve Hankin. Gary Siddall, Hankin again. Oh, and a good ball to Hobbs. Oh, he's going with the line, and he's over. Well, just when we thought Featherstone were down. And he's got it. Oh, yes. He's kicked it. What a goal. 6 minutes to go. 12 points on, and just look at those Featherstone fans. Seconds ticking away. The Challenge Cup to be settled here. And it is. And that man, Steve Quinn. Look at those fans leap into the air. The underdogs. 3 minutes of injury time now. And there is the hooter. Well, one of the greatest turn-ups of all time in rugby league history. Just look at that coach. He's in tears, is Alan Agar. The little mining village from the West Riding of Yorkshire has defeated the might of Humberside. And congratulations to that lad. Nobody said he could do it, and he has. And it's there.
Most silverware since has been won by the girls. Through the 90s, the Panthers devoured titles and trophies.
Featherstone girls and boys are extremely keen on rugby, and always have been. It's a rugby town. That is what you know about when you first learn to know anything in Featherstone. When you're born there, you learn rugby.
Living in Featherstone, obviously, I've watched it all my life and grown up with it. It's how you're brought up. I think it's the culture and the lifestyle that the women get used to. Rugby league's a tough sport to play, and you have to have sort of be mental, really, or mentally tough to actually play the sport. And I think that's how you're brought up in this area.
Can you tell us exactly what you do now?
I'm the Great Britain and Ireland Women's Rugby League coach, head coach.
And what does that involve?
Well, I'm responsible for training, selecting and managing the whole coaching programme of the Great Britain women's team.
Because you're from this area, do you tend to concentrate more on girls from Featherstone or not?
My job as well is to develop the women and girls game nationally. I have to concentrate all over the country, really, but obviously prioritising Yorkshire and the North West because it's a stronghold of women and girls rugby league.
Do you still get much chance to train?
As part of the coaching job for Great Britain, I had to stop playing. And I haven't trained for about a year, but I must admit I went down with the Panthers 2 weeks ago, and after 12 months of not training, I couldn't walk for 2 days. Struggled down the stairs. I missed that side of it. I mean, that's originally why I got involved with the game. You know, I love the training, I love the friendships that, you know, formed as part of the team, and the social side of it as well, which is important.
The ball's going that way, we're not interested in Danny, so we'll leave Danny.
Have you been playing in this team since it started then?
Yeah, since the Panthers set up 9 seasons ago, and I was sort of one of the ones that set up the team.
Yeah. How successful has it been?
Very successful. In 9 seasons, we've lost just twice.
Good grief. You look quite sort of demure and lovely to be doing this. You know, is it?
I am.
Is she rough?
No. Yeah. Too rough.
Is she? Does she throw you all about a bit? Is she a bit? Because you don't look it. When I saw you when I first came in, I thought, oh, well, pretty young girl. What are you doing here? No, you sort of think, oh, it's really a bit butch, isn't it, ladies rugby?
I take on a different persona when I'm on the field.
Does it get all your aggression out and everything?
Yeah, definitely. Good stress relief.
What women are doing playing rugby league, I don't know.
Controversial.
I'm telling you. They come down, you're filming them training, aren't you? So you think, well, rugby league, it's throwing the ball about and up and down field, isn't it? They've got this with a going across, 16 on them, quarter of an hour. It's It was snowing, it was up to goalies in it, wasn't it?
And I stood outside.
Aye, terrible night, wasn't it?
Dreadful.
Aye, so 10 minutes gone, all of a sudden this black cross appears. I thought, well, we only want some more running round in circles. We've got a game of noughts and crosses all over pig in pate.
What did you do to stop them, man?
Take lights off.
Jane, as headmistress of the local school, tell me what the people of Featherstone are like.
Well, the people here in Featherstone, I find them very friendly. They're very direct, very blunt, very to the point. Call a spade a shovel. Very supportive. As an outsider, to be very supportive.
So what's the importance of rugby to the school? I'm sure it must play a big part here.
It's sort of in the soul. It just oozes out from everywhere, you know, for children.
Could you tell me about the involvement that you have between the school and the club? Is that important?
Very much so. It gives us an extra dimension, certainly to the sporting aspect of it. It's good for the children to take part.
Bring it in. Andy will show you now what not to do. He'll hold his hands wrong, he won't give a proper target, he won't bring it into his body.
Snatch. See?
It brings them together as part of the community. From being very little, I mean, I start at 5 doing it, and it's great to have people coming in from Featherstone Rovers as well. It puts the icing on the cake for them.
You slide down on your front right. You've got some through to the cones. And you've got to beat me and Danny.
Oh, he's got behind me! Little memento from Featherstone Rovers.
Pretty good sport. Well done, mate.
It's an identity, isn't it? It's been a rough time for the community, and I think rugby's been one of the things that's really kept it together very well. It's something that's not changed, even though the mines have gone. Industry's changed, but not Featherstone Rovers, no.
Goodbye Acton Hall Colliery, hello Limpack. These days, the international plastics giant dominates the local employment scene.
So what does a company like Limpack do for Featherstone?
What we've done for Featherstone is first of all provided a very solid employment base, and I hope what we've done for Featherstone also is provide the opportunity for a lot of the people here to provide a very regular income and give them hope and aspiration to go forward and do things which they perhaps never actually thought they would be able to do.
And so to flip it kind over, what do the people of Featherstone do for a company like Limpack?
They provide a very solid workforce, they're hard working, they're loyal. They have enabled us to plan for the future. We've never had any industrial disputes here in Featherstone. It's a mining community, people might find that strange. So therefore the people have been very pragmatic and worked with us to develop our business, which has grown to be a big worldwide business.
I know that Limpack put a lot into the local community. What form does that sponsorship take?
Primarily we invest in Featherstone Lions. We've sponsored them for the last 4 or 5 years, and we've formed quite a close liaison with them during their formation and the development, which has gone on very well.
Those lions live directly across the road from the Limpack plant. The pride of the amateur game has blossomed in recent years with the help of not only Limpack, but the National Lottery and Sport England.
Well, it was pretty hard to start with no facilities, with a couple of porter cabins and just the field out there. But after initial couple of seasons, we struggled a bit. We got it together, and over the last couple of seasons, we've done really well. We're handily placed in the league we're in now. We gained promotion this first season, National Conference, and won the Yorkshire Cup. Plus, we've had a couple of good runs in the Challenge Cup, beating professional side in Doncaster in the first season, and going on to beat Emil Stags last year. We made history by being the first amateur club to get to 4th round 2 years in succession.
And what are you hoping to sort of do in future? Hoping to do anything new?
Yeah, well, we've actually just applied for his second lottery bid.
Right.
We're looking to develop the land outside, additional rugby pitches which we desperately need, but also junior football pitches, a bowling green, and additional training facilities as well. So it's really going to involve the whole community of Featherstone. Well, I think Featherstone itself is a totally unique situation. Small community, one amateur rugby league club and also one professional club.
Having a strong amateur club is good news for the professionals at Post Office Road.
We have an excellent relationship with the local amateur club, Featherstone Lions. Any players that actually don't make it to professional grade, then they go back down and play for the Lions. So it's a great arrangement between the two clubs in the village.
I understand you're most famous hooker in Featherstone, is that right?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
And what does that involve doing?
Hooking. Basically, it's you bang dead centre of the scrum, and when it's gone down, when someone knocks on or turns the ball over, something like that.
My granddad played in 52 final for Featherstone. My dad, who coaches down here at the academy, he played for Featherstone as well.
Right, okay. Did you never sort of fancy taking out up like painting or graphic design, or were it always like?
I don't mind doing a flower arranger.
Well, I could give you some tips if you like.
The whole town loves their rugby league, and the club's a good social club, good family club. And my family enjoy it here, so...
Do you keep them under control?
If I can, yeah. Very difficult at times, but they're a very happy bunch of players, and I think it's important to keep things happy.
How long have you been here?
Just 2 weeks.
All right, so you're really new then?
Yeah.
What do you think of Britain as a whole?
The weather's a little bit dodgy, but...
It's freezing, it's snowy, and they're out there and they're having a great time. Are there any stars out there in the making, do you think?
Well, we've got a squad at this age group, the under-13s, there's a squad of 25 lads. We've 1 or 2 newcomers to the game, and we've got lads that's been playing since they were 6 years of age. I'd like to hope that there's at least 8, 9 lads that will go all the way and hopefully play professional at some stage in their career. For me, the enjoyment is every child's got the rights to play rugby league, and every child gets given a chance to play rugby league. And that's all I can ask for, really, to be quite honest. I'm certain that the future of this club is in the hands of the young players. We have an excellent development programme, and those kids will take us forward.
Good job too, because some of the seniors are going backwards.
Come on, lads, I've got bath ready. Oh!
There's a star in every team, and every dad's got him.
Rugby to Featherstone people is not just a sport, it's much more a way of life.
The critics have wrote us off more times than any other team, but we've always bounced back, and I'm sure that we will bounce back again.
Look at you smiling like the cat that's got the cream. No need to ask where you've been. Rugby players, hot steamy baths, I'll say no more.
It was hell, love, but somebody had to do it. You wouldn't have liked it.
I'm sure I would if I'd had the opportunity. Anyway, on that note, it's time for us to say goodbye from Featherstone. Next week, we're crossing the Pennines. We're going to visit the Vikings in wonderful Widnes.
Oh, is that where they've got helmets and big arms?
Carl, behave yourself. Just say goodbye.
Goodbye from fabulous Featherstone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.